Hey guys, what's up? Andrew here, obviously. And I'm back finally with another collection update video. I mean, I took a break from Instagram and from YouTube for a couple months. If you know why, you know why. If you don't, it's fine, whatever. Things are better now. I have just so much shit to show. I have, I think, 5 flags, 5 shirts, and I think like a dozen records from before Christmas, Christmas, after Christmas, but I'll just title this video Christmas Haul because that'd get too confusing. So anyways, let's just get started. Alright, first up, I'm going to start with the flags. This one I showed off on my Instagram, and I don't even know how this is going to work showing me this huge fucking Fallen Angel of Doom flag. This is absolutely maddening. There's a full picture on my Instagram. It's not the best picture ever, but it's too massive for the camera. But yeah, this is incredible. Of course, this is from Hell's Headbangers. Got this for Christmas. I don't even know where the hell I'm gonna put it because it's so huge. But whatever. Next up, I got this, which was another Christmas present. This is pretty much just a flag of just a whole bunch of really popular albums. So a lot of like Pink Floyd and Zeppelin, Beatles, that sort of thing. I do think it's actually a pretty cool flag. There's some metal on here, Tool obviously, and you know, Megadeth right over there. There's some Metallica, but there's a Sepultura album on here, and I thought, oh, you know, is it going to be Bloody Roots or Arise? It's Chaos AD, which I don't know. It's right next to a Flaming Lips album, and then a Rolling Stones one. I don't know. It's a weird album to put on here, and it's a whatever. And then right underneath, I just noticed that's the uncensored. I think that's uncensored Electric Ladyland. Just great. There's no rhyme or reason to any of this, but I think it looks really cool. So it's also huge, which is great. Next up, if you know anything about me, you know that if there's anything I love more than music, it's wrestling, especially that of the Japanese variety. So I got this, oh, wrong way. New Japan flag. This is not the original New Japan logo. This is the American tour, obviously. Usually people get the red and yellow original one, so I wanted to be a little unique and get the American tour one. I think it looks cool. And also with New Japan, I got, there it is, upside down, nice. I was really prepared for this video. All Japan. Really love this. Another huge flag, but I'll find room eventually here. So really happy to have those two. And then finally for the flags, I have, oh, I put binder clips on. That's great. Let's just set those over here. Molested, blood drawn. Much smaller than the other ones, but that's a good thing because I don't have a lot of room for flags now. Because all these other flags are huge. But yeah, I think I'll find a place somewhere else. So those are all the flags that I got. Alright, moving on to the shirts. I have 5 shirts to show off. I do have a 6th shirt, but I can't find it. I think I left it at home. I'm back in college, by the way. I can't find this shirt anywhere, so I think I must have left it at home, but whatever. I'll show that in another collection update video. Anyways, these first 3 my mom got me for Christmas. Just a basic Day Mysterious. Short sleeve, black. Probably the last Mayhem album that I can tolerate from them. As you can tell, it's a modern shirt because it has the true above Mayhem. I do like how the blue looks. I think that looks really sharp. So yeah, it's a cool shirt. Kind of one of those classic shirts that everyone has to have. And speaking of classic shirts, that everyone has to have. Bathory, self-titled. This is essential. I absolutely adore this shirt. I wanted to get Bathory merch. I didn't have a single Bathory shirt at all. Now I have two. Sneak peek for what's coming later. I now have two. This is great. Definitely huge Bathory fan. So I'm really glad to have that shirt. Last shirt that I got for Christmas is this Black Sabbath long sleeve with the Never Say Die tour. Not a very popular album. I think it's probably my least favorite Sabbath album. Oh God, the sleeves. There we go. Probably my least favorite Sabbath album, but I think this looks really cool. It fits really nice. Nothing on the back, nothing on the sleeves. Just a basic design, but cool nonetheless. These next two, I ordered them in November. They're bootlegs. I'll put the link in the description to the guy who made them, because I'm going to butcher his name. Murto Disco, something, I don't know. Anyways, I went on his store and holy shit, this is by far my favorite, not just my favorite shirt, this is my favorite article of clothing I have in my entire collection. I wear this all the time. This is a Bathory Under the Sign of the Black Mark sweatshirt. Four-sided technically, because it's got Bathory with the goat head on both sleeves, and then on the back, picture of Quorthon with a quote that reads, "The spirit of lust and pain, baptized in sacred angel blood, now evil can prevail." This shit rules. Like I said, I wear this all the time. Once I'm done recording this, I'm going to probably throw this on, render the video, and then go to sleep, because I don't have anything else to do today. Absolutely adore that. And then also from that guy, I got this Tomb of the Mutilated four-sided long sleeve. I just love the look of the album cover. And I wasn't going to get a Cannibal Corpse shirt unless it had the old logo. Not only does it have an old logo, but it just looks cool. Four-sided as well. It's got the candle with the skull. Come on now. Candles, you can kind of see it with the skull, and it says Tomb of the Mutilated. And then on the back, it's the censored artwork, which I think looks really cool. So those are all the shirts I got. Well, not all of them. One I think is either somewhere around here or at home. I'll show that in a later collection update video. But anyways, let's get to the main part of this video. Okay, so I have 12 records here. So I'm going to try and go as quick as I can through them, so this video isn't super long. First one I got this for free technically. My dad gave it to me before Christmas. Mike Oldfield, Tubular Bells. Very, very classic prog album from the 1970s. Mike Oldfield is to say that he's a multi-instrumentalist would be an understatement. He plays, look at this shit. Those aren't songs, those are all the fucking instruments this guy plays. He's insane. And the story behind this record and how he recorded it, and how he recorded it on a 4-track, and then he moved all the tracks to 1 track and then recorded over. It sounds so insane. This album is obviously most famous for the opening couple seconds, which was used as the main theme for The Exorcist, that whatever, however it goes. I think that's how it goes. Yeah, I like it. I'm not sure what the press is, but I think I have no idea. Basic, epic label. 2 songs, Tubular Bells, part 1 and 2, pretty much. It's a good album. Not one of my favorite prog albums. I actually do have some of my favorite prog albums to show. Another sneak peek at what's to come. But I do like this album, and I am happy to have it on vinyl in pretty good condition, considering it's probably an older press. There we go. So yeah, Tubular Bells. Check it out if you want to get more into prog. Next up. So The first 3 albums from this band are really the only albums that I ever even acknowledge from this band. Excuse me. I showed off the first album a couple months ago. Whatever about it, but there's a couple tracks that are just spectacular. The second album is probably my second favorite album of all time, and then this one is absolutely spectacular. Rainbow, Long Live Rock and Roll. I got into Rainbow in high school, and this album is incredible. Not a gatefold, but absolutely adore this album cover. Yeah, this isn't as like fantasy inspired and kind of epic as Rising, but it's a phenomenal hard rock album from tracks 1 to 7, and then the last track, Rainbow Eyes, is a very mellow kind of ballad. But title track, Lady of the Lake, LA Connection, Gates of Babylon, is just that fucking guitar solo is insane. Kill the King, The Shed, Sensitive of the Light. I mean, this is such a fun album. It's such a wonderful hard rock album. It's a shame, but it's also a good thing that Dio left, because obviously if Dio didn't leave, we wouldn't have gotten the Dio Sabbath album. But at the same time, I would have liked to have seen what they would have done with a 4th Rainbow album. If it was just going to be what they did eventually with like Joe Lynn Turner and shit, then whatever, then fuck it, Dio leave. But it would have been cool to see nonetheless. Moving on, so forgot to mention this. I got that Rainbow album. I don't know, I think I mentioned it. I don't know, I'm fucking tired. This Rainbow album I got for Christmas, and the next couple albums I got for Christmas. Until I say otherwise, I'll try and remember. Until I say otherwise, all these I got for Christmas. Now, this is one of my favorite albums, not just in the prog realm, but one of my favorite albums ever. Genesis, Nursery Crime, 1971 press. The Rainbow album was also a 1977 press, in mint condition, according to Discogs, because my mom's fucking insane, and so... Nursery Crime. This album fucking rules. This is the best Genesis album in my opinion. I know that was slightly a bit of a hot take when I initially said it, which I don't really understand why. But whatever. I love this album. First album with Phil Collins on it. Musical Box starts off the album. I mean, come on. Musical Box? That album, that song is phenomenal. Howard the Barrel, Seven Stones, For Absent Friends, Fountain of Sound, oh, fuck these titles, Return of the Giant Hogweed, Harlequin, whatever. Doesn't matter how you pronounce them. All that matters is the music, and the music is phenomenal. Super quirky, but really good technical prog. You know, that kind of time signature, not time signature, but that complex time signature. Look at me, I'm a fucking music comp major, and I'm talking, oh, I like time signatures. Phil Collins is really good on this album. Peter Gabriel's really good. Everyone's really good on this album. The lyrics are just very lighthearted. It's not a prog album that is at all dark or sad. Far from it, but absolutely phenomenal still. Next up, moving on from that quirky little fun album, now we get to a quirky, depressing album from one of my favorite artists of all time, and David Bowie. If you're into Bowie, you know how good this album is. I want to set the record straight. I said this on my Instagram account, and I'm going to say it here. Look, I'm not going to pick between this and Ziggy Stardust. I can't. I spent so many years with Ziggy Stardust before I checked out any other Bowie album. I have such a sentimental attachment to that. This appeals to me more musically. I think the music on here is a lot more interesting than on Ziggy Stardust, but Ziggy Stardust just has such a special place in my heart that I can't. It's a tie. Fuck you. It's a tie. 77 press. It's in just perfect condition. No track listing, just orange, but that's okay. I remember the tracks, you know, And now I fucking forget the tracks. The first side with tracks like Sound and Vision, Breaking Glass, Always Crashing in the Same Car, those kind of poppy songs. Really, really good stuff. But the ambient stuff, my God, the ambient stuff on this album is legendary. Warsaza and Subterranes, and just that whole second side where him and Eno just went apeshit on the FM synthesis and just trying to make kind of Kraftwerk and Tangerine Dream-esque stuff. So beautiful. Amazing, amazing album. One of the best albums of Bowie's discography, bar none. Next up, I showed this one on my Instagram as well. Incantation, Onward to Golgotha. This is obviously a repress because the first editions go for way too much, but if you couldn't tell, I really like this band. This is my favorite album from them and one of my favorite death metal albums ever. Super glad that I saw these guys live because they killed it live. Nice guys, super nice guys. Here's the lyric sheet. I met John after the show and shook his hand, and that's where that picture on my Instagram profile picture is me and John. Fucking nice, one of the nicest guys I've ever met. And he made a D's Nuts joke, which is, in 2019, you're gonna make a D's Nuts joke? Oh, John. Anyways, this was the last concert I went to before this fucking pandemic, so that's good. Golgotha, Devour Death, Blasphemous Cremation, Rotting Spiritual Embodiment, Unholy Massacre, Entrapment of Evil, Christening the Afterbirth, Immortal Cessation, Profanation, Deliverance of Horrific Prophecies, that song rips, and Eternal Torture. From start to finish, this album is cavernous death metal bliss. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Love this album. And yeah, Incantation, one of my favorite death metal bands ever. Their new album, hell, I even really enjoy their new album, which some people don't, but whatever. I love it. Love this band. Give me a quick second. Anyways, moving on. I got this, I didn't technically get this for Christmas, but I got this around Christmas. I went to a local record store near where I live, and I wanted to get something that maybe I probably wasn't going to get for Christmas, so I got this. Bob Dylan, Rough and Rowdy Ways. It wouldn't be a collection update video from me, if I didn't have one Dylan album in my collection, and another spoiler alert, I don't have just one. Anyways, Rough and Rowdy Ways. This is the newest Bob Dylan album. This came out last year, and it's my favorite album of 2020. I know a lot of people don't like Dylan. I get it. A lot of people hate this album cover, which I don't understand. I think this looks awesome. JFK. Gatefold. Something about the vibe of this album is just really cool. Super long album, though. As you can tell, it's a double album. I Contain Multitudes, False Prophet, My Own Version of You, Black Rider is really good. Obviously, the last song, the song that takes up all of side D, Murder Most Foul, does it go on a little long? Kind of does, but whatever, I don't give a shit. Look at this. Look at this inner sleeve. My God, it's beautiful. And it comes on, look at this. Look at this. Like a yellowish, it's coming, ew. Looks like fucking like Dijon mustard on there, but it's actually more of a yellowish. Whatever. Cool, nonetheless. I love these inner sleeves. I don't have these. I haven't cleaned many records recently, and I haven't re-sleeved many. So I'm gonna have to go through and re-sleeve them because I definitely don't want these inner sleeves to be messed up at all. And then here is the other one, also on the same color, and then there's a picture of the man himself. So, yeah, cool album. I think it's one of Dylan's best, honestly. Probably his best since Time Out of Mind, which came out in 2017, or 2017. 1997. I don't even know how the fuck I messed that up, but whatever. I think it's one of his best albums, but I'm probably biased. Anyways, Genesis, again, Trespass. I absolutely adore this album. Beautiful, beautiful album cover, first press. Gatefold is just drop dead gorgeous. When it comes to Genesis, there's 3 albums I hold above all else in their discography. Trespass, Nursery Crime, and Foxtrot. Don't have Foxtrot yet, but I have these 2, and I'm just happy I have these 2. White Mountain is really good. Stagnation, The Knife. Very tranquil album. It's not as quirky as Genesis would go to be. This is their second album, but a lot of fans count it as their first because their first album was this kind of mediocre psychedelic pop album that doesn't sound anything like Genesis. This sounds like Genesis, just not as quirky, but this is the true first Genesis album, and man, is it an album to start off with. Absolutely adore this. Well, we return to Genesis. Let's return to Bowie. Station to Station. This is his Cocaine album. If you don't know the story, around this time, Bowie was... To say that he was on cocaine is an understatement. He was only consuming 3 things during this period of his life in 1976. Cocaine, red bell peppers, and milk. That was it. That's all he had. Okay. Love this album cover. This was taken from a still from a movie that he was filming around that time. Track listing. 1976 press. Let's bring out the not really lyrics, but it's just kind of credits. Really like the aesthetic, how it's very like minimalistic and stuff. I think that looks really cool. Song-wise, title track starts it off. My favorite Bowie song of all time, without question. Golden Years, a really, really good sounding single. Word on a Wing, TVC15, Stay, all just really fun songs. Wild as the Wind, which is a cover of the Nina Simone song, which is probably my favorite Nina Simone song. Every time I hear it, I think it's Opeth. It just sounds like something off Still Life. And I'm like, oh, I really fucking love this Opeth song. And then I listen to it and I'm like, no, that's Bowie. What the hell? So yeah, one of my favorite Bowie albums, right up there with Low. I would say like Low and Ziggy Stardust I've tried for first. This would be third. So, love this album. I believe that's everything I got for Christmas. So now everything else that I have is stuff that I got afterwards. So first off, this is a Miles Davis bootleg. I went to this store called Second and Charles, which I don't know if that's a brand. Like I don't know if there's stores all around the U.S. that are Second and Charles, but whatever. They sell books, comic books, old video games, new video games, action figures, records, CDs, guitars, fucking everything. I go there to pick up bootlegs. I like bootlegs. I know some people don't, but I think they're pretty cool. So this is a Miles Davis bootleg from 1953, 1954 of the Miles Davis Quartet with all the people that play on here. Most famously, Max Roach and Art Blakey. And then the back, all the songs are here, but all the song stories are here. If you don't know, I sometimes on jazz albums they'll include a little like quip about the, you know, how this song came about, who came up with it, the kind of mood behind it. I don't see it on I don't see it on all, I should say, jazz albums, but I see it on some. So really, really cool that it's on here. Nothing fancy record-wise, just black with a very basic center label, but bootlegs usually have either like a weird color to the vinyl and a very basic center label. So whatever. Anyways, this is cool as hell. I love Miles Davis. It's going to sound very cliche of me, you know, like saying that Citizen Kane is your favorite film of all time or something like that. Davis is absolutely my favorite jazz musician, but whatever. He's also the most popular, so fuck me. Anyways, can't have enough Davis, so I got another one. Miles Davis and John Quartet. Miles Davis and John Coltrane. So What? This was recorded in the, I don't even know, Munich, April 3rd, 1960. And has So What, Round About Midnight, Walkin', and then another rendition of So What, which was the opening track on Kind of Blue. First song I ever heard from Miles Davis. Very basic back, but like I said, you get what you get with these bootlegs. Same sort of black vinyl with the same center label. You know, I'm not going to complain about the presentation of these bootlegs because they're bootlegs. You don't find them on Discogs much, so I like finding them in person, you know, just to say I have them, and I don't know, it's cool. It's cool having a Davis and Coltrane bootleg that I can just play, you know, whenever. Like, I think that's cool. So, whatever. Anyways, last bootleg I have. You can't escape it when you watch my videos. Bob Dylan. Fort Collins Stadium radio broadcast, Colorado, May 23rd, 1976. So this was during the Desire tour. Track listing is really good. Hard Rain's Gonna Fall, Blown in the Wind, Railroad Boy, Deportee, I Pity the Poor Immigrant, Shelter from the Storm, Maggie's Farm, One Too Many Mornings, Mozambique, and Idiot Wing. So a good mix of stuff from the early 60s, mid 60s, the Desire album, the oh my god, what's the album he released in 75? Oh my god. Blood on the Tracks. Holy shit. That you can tell I need to go to bed. I can't even think of Blood on the Tracks. Yeah. I'm happy to have this. My Dylan collection is growing very slowly, but whatever. This was put out by Bad Joker, which I think they put out the Ramones bootleg that I got, which I also got second in Charles. So, yeah. I fucking love Bob Dylan. What can I say? So I'm really happy to have this. And then finally, last album we have. Hold on, let me get a quick sip of water. My throat is absolutely parched. I've been talking for, according to the camera, which is just on my phone, I've been talking for about 30 minutes straight. Until this is edited down, it's going to be less than that, but whatever. I just got this the other day. I've been looking for it all over because it was a Record Day exclusive that I somehow missed out on. So I'm really happy to have it. Army of Darkness soundtrack. If you know anything about me, you know that I am an absolute huge Evil Dead fan. So when I heard that this soundtrack was going to get a record store, oh my god, I can't talk. Record store day exclusive repress. I needed to have it, and I missed out on it the first day, and then I couldn't find it anywhere, which was really frustrating. And then I found it. I went to this local store called The Exchange here in Pittsburgh, which I know there's multiple exchanges, because I've been to multiple ones. Okay, great. I can't even pull out the record. It's stuck. That's good. That's professional. Oh, but the second one pops out easily. Whatever. Standard black vinyl. Center label. You can not see it at all. There's a still from the movie. I think that's when that's when he's in the dungeon, or that dungeon pit thing near the beginning, and then track listing on that side. So I went to the Exchange, and they usually have records that are way too overpriced, but this one was seemingly at a good price, and I was able to pick up two WWE PlayStation 2 games, which was cool. So I'm very happy to have this. I love this movie. I think Evil Dead 2 is the greatest movie ever made, bar none, but Army of Darkness is pretty good as well. So yeah. That's everything. I am tired. I want to render this video and then go to sleep. So, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, and stay tuned for that, whenever that is.